Goodbye, Maria, I'm off to Korea, far across the sea. It's the same old story, and it's up to Old Glory to win another fight for liberty. So keep the home fires burning, and it won't be long until I'll be returning. Goodbye, Maria, though I'm off to Korea, in my heart you'll always be.
Alright, well, happy Thanksgiving. Dan coming back at you with another video. Finally a ration video, specifically a ST3 food packet survival Tropic, dated 1953, Korean War era. The ST3 was a development of the bailout ration from World War II. There was the survival Tropic and the survival Arctic, obviously tailored for a tropical or cold weather environment. I chose to do this because this weekend we have the movie Devotion coming out about the Korean War, an aviator film about pilot Jesse Brown, America's first black naval aviator, and his wingman during the Korean War. Really incredible story. That could be its own video by itself, but if you like aviation history, military history, definitely check out that movie. I plan to see it this weekend. But without further ado, we're going to go on and check out the ST3. Alright, so here we have two ST3 rations. This one's still sealed. You can see Food Packet Survival ST3, September 1953. Says food for 3 men for 1 day, or food for 1 man for 3 days. Concentrate food bars, beverages, water purification tablets, instruction pamphlet. So the key. So it's like a large can of Spam size, or like one of those canned hams. Then I have this one. This one's already been opened partially. Same date. Doesn't have a manufacturer, but I'm guessing these probably came out of the same lot. Although I bought them at separate times, they're both 1953 production. So during World War II and after the war, survival rations were constantly being improved on and updated, and the ST rations, I believe, continued to be made into the 70s, and they kept the number changed as they did updates. There was an ST2 and so on and so forth. Steve, 1989, has checked out several of these, so you can see someone's partially used the key to open it, but the key kind of, I think, boogered up right here, so we'll see what we can do to get it open the rest of the way. Kind of pry it open without cutting your hand open. Here's our instruction sheet. Food in this packet. Developed to provide sustenance in survival emergency. Specifically designed to maintain survival in a survival emergency. When eaten by 3 men in 1 day or by 1 man in 3 days. Edible without any preparation. Beneficial even when water supply is limited. Eat off the land wherever possible. Save this food packet for emergency. Take 1 vitamin capsule or tablet per day. So there's your instruction sheet. Let's see. Oh, looks like we have some jelly bars. I'm not sure if the person ever took the contents out of this, being how it was open. There's a Domino sugar cube. There's probably more of those in there. Here we have a perfectly preserved jelly bars. Now the reason they put jelly bars in these rations is because carbohydrates do not require a lot of water for your body to process and get energy from it, whereas proteins require a lot of water. In a survival situation, water may be scarce. So these survival rations primarily consist of carbohydrates and sugar. Another jelly bar. Another Domino sugar cube. Another jelly bar. What do we have here? Nestea, soluble tea product. Pure soluble tea with dextrose, and maltose added. Net weight 13 grams. Absorbent acid. Dissolve contents in 1/3 canteen cup, 8 ounces. Hot or cold water. Stir well. Add sugar if desired. Manufactured by the Nestle Company, Inc., White Plains, New York, USA. So, original Nestle. Another jelly bar. Another jelly bar. So we got what, a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 jelly bars. So, and that's it. So then we have Tops. Let's get that to focus. Jeez. Tops peppermint. So some vintage gum there. 2 packs of the Tops gum or mints, and tiny, that is the smallest bottle of water purification tablets I've ever seen. A little bottle of purification tablets. I'm guessing that there would probably be at least 3 tea packets, 1 per man, not just the one, but I'm sure that's been lost to time since this was opened up, and probably more sugar cubes. I'll put some actual period photos of the survival kit in the video. Alright, so now that we've seen the ST3 more or less in its entirety, here I'll show you guys some more of the survival items a pilot might have carried in his survival vest, such as this C-1 vest. I have an entire video on this vest if you check that out on my channel. This is Army Air Force issue, but they were used by the Navy too, and the Navy also had their own style vest, just depending on what was available. But within the vest, some items that would have been carried would have been your signaling mirror, which would have been used to try to signal an aircraft flying overhead that you were on the ground. You'd aim this towards the aircraft and then try to reflect sunlight at it to say, hey, I'm over here, come get me. We have a waterproof case for your sidearm. This I think also would have been handy maybe to collect water in, so, but meant to keep your firearm dry. Of course, small first aid kit. A little compass / match carrier. Open that up, you could put your matches, and there's a little flint or a striking surface there. And of course that floats and is waterproof. Beacon light. Of course that would be clipped to your vest, and if you were floating in the water, you would turn this on, and hopefully that would signal to a nearby ship or overhead aircraft like a PBY Catalina that you're there and need picked up. And then here's also a small fishing kit that could be used to hopefully catch fish if you were, say, in a survival raft out of your aircraft. There was also a spear set that came as well in the vest and in some of the life raft survival kits. So that's just a few pilot survival items along with these ST3 rations. Very basic ration, meant to just provide supplemental sustenance in the event that you are shot down or go down due to mechanical failure. The idea being to use your either your sidearm, your fishing kit, to collect food and hopefully be rescued in a short period of time. So I'll be back with more videos soon. I have some alert rations from the 1990s to check out and some other things planned. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoyed this video.